get on my team. Been on a roll, I got what I need. Look at me, I go, look at me, I go in.
Welcome, Internet peeps. Today we are unveiling something I never thought we would do, but since you guys emailed so many times asking for it, we finally broke down and made Landon design it. So, on the table here, you will see a fully finished production version of the Bronco 6th generation Crow Rack. And it can't even do it justice sitting here. This thing is massive. And when it's mounted in the Bronco, it is so up out of your way. That particular platform has led us to do a few other things. So we have done a lot of cool things with this. Now I say lots of room. Maybe it doesn't look like a lot of room to you guys there at home, but just to give reference, this is the one for the Jeep. So this is the one for the Bronco. No matter what your hardtop is, soft top, hardtop, Bronco, Raptor, doesn't matter. This is the one you get. There's only one, it fits all of them. We've done lots of testing, made lots of little adjustments to make sure it clears even like the Bronco Raptor's crossbar and the roll bar and all that other stuff. But we've done some neat things with this one. This one is fully assembled with carriage bolts, so it looks nice and clean and finished. It requires no drilling or modification, so you can install it or take it out without any damage to your vehicle. It is made out of aluminum. Why do we choose aluminum? Like before, aluminum holds much less heat in than its counterpart steel. So you may get in a vehicle in the summer and it's burning hot, a couple seconds in you're driving, heat's gone. Steel, it's gonna stay there and it's gonna cook you like a pizza oven. And nobody wants that. The installation is super easy, which you'll see shortly as I go through it with the help of Landon. We're gonna put this in a nice Bronco Raptor we have in the shop today. And then I need to reiterate this in giant red letters, so I'm gonna speak now. You pretend I'm speaking in giant red letters. This is not for the Bronco Sport. The Bronco Sport is as much of a Bronco as the new Cherokee is a Jeep. If the roof don't come off, not a Bronco. Like with all our products, we provide a QR code in the box so you can download the latest version of the install guide. So everything is there. We don't provide you a paper one because we're always making little tweaks and adjustments and doing new things so that you, based on your feedback, your phone calls, and your troubleshooting and tech support issues we've had, we edit this on a regular basis with all of our products. So we'll have that. You're gonna get a nice sticker. You're gonna get your hardware. We've got a total of 3 major pieces and 2 little brackets, and that is all of it. So before we run out of time today, let's get to it. All right, so we got our Bronco Raptor here. This one's wrapped in a nice olive drab. It's got all the carbon fiber accoutrement inside the car. Step 1 is you're gonna wanna remove 3 hardtop panels. That's right, Jeep guys. They have 3 hardtop panels. Bet they hold in water just as well. So, as you can see, that was quite quick how the top comes off. It's crazy. We didn't bother moving the other one onto the ground, so if you have moving blankets like we do all over the place, we threw it over the back of the roof so we could put the middle panel up there to save taking the whole thing off awkwardly, because this install is not going to take a lot of time, because we're going to start the install shortly. Oh, look at that. Raptor lights not on a Tacoma. It's crazy. Okay, so these are the tools you're gonna need. Actually, these are more than you're gonna need because you could do it with hand tools. So what we have here is a nice 90-degree pick. We have a T15 torque screwdriver, which you could probably also use on a bit with a driver. We have an extension with a T50. We have a 13 mil deep. We have an 8 mil deep on an extension. Very important, the extension part. And then we've got a ratcheting 13. You don't even need the ratcheting part. You could do it by hand and it'll just take you an extra 30 seconds. We're gonna use it with the Milwaukee tools because we bleed red here. And that's really all you're gonna need to install it. So first things first, we're gonna climb in. We're gonna move the sun visor down. We're gonna go up under here. We're gonna pop the little door at the back of the sun visor attachment there. Then we're gonna use our T15. So we have that out. You do it to the other side. There's the door. So, grab the center here. Just takes a little bit of force to pop it down. That's as far as you need to go. We went through back and forth on a bunch of different designs, and due to these brackets are specifically adjusted for each hardtop, it might be slightly different. We decided to build around them so we don't actually move these. So we're gonna attach to the 2 inner screws. You do not have to undo the other ones, because if you do, you're gonna have to play around with them until they fit properly. So just take out the T50s on the inside, right here. Try not to drop them, then you don't have to go fishing for them. Grab the front header bracket. It's gonna go up and under. It's been clearanced for this other bolt that's in here. So it's gonna go in here. Now you just have to put your bolts back in. I recommend starting them by hand first unless you're extremely confident in your power tool skills. Oh, there we go. Dropped it. So basically at this time, kind of center it between the 2 bolts, and then you can snug it up. There we go. At this point, if you were this and you weren't going to put in any electrical, you could put this back up now because you won't have to deal with it. But we do sell a really nifty USB power and dome light kit with a Baja Designs light to go with this, with all the wire you're gonna need. And we found the best way to wire is going this direction, down the A-pillar, and to the fuse box that's underneath the steering console. We're gonna get into how to do that easily, even if you're not an electrician, at a later video, closer to its release date, when you'll have your stuff. But since we're not wiring today, there you go. Now we can put these visor clips back in. Obviously, make sure you put them in the right orientation or it won't hold your visor. There we go. There we go. Now. Okay. So this is the portion where you can actually take it easy and relax. If you want, you can even do the install from the driver's seat. We're gonna take out this 8mm trim bolt up here that's behind the Raptor cross brace. Now, if you don't have a Raptor, you won't have this bar at all, so it'll be even easier. So you pull that screw out. You take the bracket that says driver, which is nice that Landon made sure to have that cut out of it. It fits into a groove on top of the roll bar perfectly, and then you put the screw back in. So basically just put it in so that you can still move it back and forth, so not snug. Now we can do the other side. Also, if you want to be lazy, you can do it from the driver's seat. Look at that. And you can see what we're talking about here, about this piece in the roll cage. One sec. Okay, there we go. That's part number 2. Now take a nap. This is the back brace. You're only gonna have one logo on it. That logo faces your passengers so they can see how really cool you are by buying the Crow unit for your Bronco. Branding's everything, guys. Now, it helps to have a partner while you do this. It can be done by yourself, but it's a little trickier. We're gonna hold it up and we're gonna put carriage bolts and nuts. So the carriage bolt goes from the bottom up. and locks in the square hole. Then you put your nut on top, which is serrated, so you can spin it all the way down with your finger and stop there. It is so clean looking with the carriage bolts. I love it. Okay, so you leave those loose for now, because we all gotta line everything up when we're done. I think I can lift my seat back up now. Once again, it's nice to have a friend help you. If you don't have friends, give me a call, I'll come out. So it's gonna, might as well start by getting it in the front here, which it's gonna go straight from the bottom up. You can steady it either with a friend or your head. And then to the back. It's gonna go through. Uh-oh. There we go. There we go. Now, there ends up being 3 in the front, 4 in the rear. So, I get another one in the back here. There we go. Last one. All right. Now that we're up there, there is an order to the tightening. We are going to start back here, and you want to make sure that the crow mounting is flush to the bottom of the cross member. So this is where we're going to use our ratcheting wrench. There you go. So you got those 4. It's already getting tighter. So now that we've tightened this, we want to give a bump to the back to have it as far back as possible. Basically, these brackets will be at the farthest point in this slot, is what that'll be. So now, we're gonna pull out our zip gun or ratchet, and we're gonna tighten these now that we've got them where we want them. So now we're tightening the front. We do the little side bolts on each side, the 8mm. Then we switch back to our 13. Last one. There you go. That was your very strenuous, long day Saturday install on your Bronco. It's now safe to crack that beer. You have stopped using power tools. Now would be a time to quickly go inside and get your wife so you can brag about what you accomplished today. So we're gonna put the roof on next so that we can get some nice B-roll of it with all enclosed with a nice black hardtop and all that. But this would be the perfect time for you to mount all the unnecessary overland accessories your heart's content with, whether you get them from 67 Design, Bullet Point, Amazon, Alibaba. We don't care. We gave you the mount. You put whatever you want on it. And don't worry, we will have videos and reels showing you creative things you can mount to this, because I got some ideas now that we have so much room, but you'll have to stay tuned for that. So, without further ado, B-roll. Not gonna lie, guys, this has me a little bit more than a bit excited. We've been looking over and there's a potential for a lot of different things. So in the comments, if you own a Bronco and parts you want have not been created yet or created to a level you're happy with, let us know what they are. Maybe we'll take them into consideration on our giant whiteboard of ideas that we think up, because I can tell you this isn't going to be the last piece. And I can think of all the things I can mount to this. It is crazy. I could probably do a Camelback bladder full of iced coffee, and then just, it's always on the ready to keep you caffeinated on your trip. But stay tuned. We're gonna put out another video where we show you how to wire things to this. We're also gonna show you more stuff closer to when the product will be shipping out. But make sure you follow the links in the comments or the description section and get onto the pre-order of this, because this will be going up for pre-order hopefully before Santa arrives. So get on it, and the usual, like, subscribe, and get out and have some fun, guys. Happy holidays.